$15 not enough.
Let's get started. Heck yeah. So as you can see, we got folks from every single part of the state represented. Why we're here today is to see not only for the minimum wage to be raised, but also to be indexed, so we don't have to keep coming back over and over to fight for working class families. And not only that, we're making sure that we're giving our people, the people who have been sustaining our communities, who have been at the front lines, who have been fighting, a raise. Yeah. And we're really excited to kick it off and hand it over to somebody who has been our champion for working class families, from funding Food and Workers Fund all the way to raise the wage. I'm excited to share with you State Senator Jessica Ramos.
All right, is it time for workers to get the money? Yes, absolutely. You know, this state was built and is built every day on the backs of workers. And the governor right now wants to balance the budget on the backs of workers and their families. I say that it's time to actually give back to workers in this country. It's not that the rent is too damn high anymore. It's that the cost of breathing in New York is too damn high. Yo, it feels like every time I leave my house, I have to be ready to spend $100 anywhere I go on anything that I want to do. And we just don't have it right now. There's always money for everyone else, it seems, when we negotiate budgets here in Albany. Yep. But we want there to be money for workers.
That's right.
New Yorkers are being very clear. We heard the polls earlier. It said that 80% want a $20 minimum wage. It's our responsibility to deliver. $13 a week, which is what the governor's proposal would give us, is peanuts. Yo, that wouldn't even buy us lunch in Queens. No. That's not a real raise. That's not a real raise. We want to make sure that people are actually able to provide for themselves, keep a roof over their heads, put food on the table, and hopefully help our small businesses by spending some money in our communities too. But really, I want to highlight the difference between the two proposals because I know the conversation's getting hot. The truth is that we can't just peg the minimum wage at where we are right now. $15 wasn't even a living wage when we won the $15, all right? $15 isn't enough for us to be able to do much of anything. We want real money, John Lou, for the people of Queens and every county in New York so that they can not only make a living enough to exist, but actually help their families to thrive. That's what this is about. This is about workers getting the money. Are you with me? Yeah. All right, and now New York State Senator John Lou.
I'm happy the governor recognizes that we need to raise the minimum wage, but her proposal is a little too late and too short.
Yes.
I support Senator Ramos's bill. I support the bill that all of you support, which is a long-term, sustained increase in minimum wage. Minimum wage should not be a single number that we keep trying to catch up every few years, and that's what's been happening for decades here in New York. We need to set the minimum wage properly, and then we need to continue to index and raise it for as long as it takes. If prices are going up, the wages have to go up. That's the
right.
point.
That's right.
All of our workers need to pay the rent, they need to pay for food, they need to pay for transportation and healthcare, none the least. Those costs keep going up, and yet wages, especially among the most essential workers in our communities, never keep up with the pace of growth. The point is that the minimum wage is something that has to be taken more seriously, it has to make more sense, and Senator Ramos's bill will make it more sense, and I'm proud to support that bill as well.
My name is Alyssa Barron-Menza, and I represent New York Business for a Fair Minimum Wage, a growing coalition of hundreds of businesses and business organizations across New York that support the Raise the Wage Act. We stand here today in support of raising New York's minimum wage to $21.25 and then adjusting it annually so it doesn't lose purchasing power. We must remember that workers are also customers. It's not just bad for workers, it's bad for business when working people can't afford the basics. Extensive research shows raising the minimum wage does not cause job loss or business closures. Just because some repeat that idea over and over does not make it true.
Thank you. I'm Morris Pearl. I'm the chairman of a group called Patriotic Millionaires. We represent business people and investors from around the country, including dozens of New Yorkers. Let me tell you the secret that many already know. We don't want to start business in low-wage places. We want to start businesses in high-wage places where people have enough money to buy products to live on because they can afford to raise their families with security and retire with dignity. You've heard it from business people, and they're on the second floor across the street probably today, that, oh, it's increasing wages we can't afford. Look at it from the point of view of one business, sure. But it's different when all the businesses raise their wages. The bar owner may not want to pay the bartender more money, but believe me, he can if all the people sitting in the bar have beer money on Friday night.
That's right.
That's what we need to do. I support Senator Ramos's legislation, and I urge all of you to do so.